This particular station is actually standstill. We need to look around that. Ethnic discrimination, Chief Justice, sometime as a human rights defender, and allow me to say this, a police officer, very aged woman, came crying, he was shedding, alikuwa analia kwamba office was in charge working.
I've talked so passionately about the women inmates because I think the law is not very clear when an expectant mother is sent to prison for maybe other mistakes which are committed by the mother. But we don't take into account the fact that this mother is carrying another Kenyan who is innocent and who needs special services like an expectant mother. You know, when you're expectant, you need special diet. You need special help. You need regular visit to the doctors. So the provision is not there as per the current situation in most of the prisons. We visit them in prisons, we find them, they eat whatever everybody else eats, which is not very good for the coming baby. So when the team are here now to address the issues of reform, as a leader of the women in this country, I think that issue needs to be looked into. I think they covered even the prison services and also the services they offer. If the government is seriously on the gender, to focus on the gender issue, women are adversely affected by some of the things which need to be changed. The reform services need to focus on us, the women, more than any other group of people. Because a woman is a special person. We are structured differently. And we carry different situations at different times. So if you put a mother in prison, you must consider several issues that could be affecting her personally and maybe her home and her life. I want the reform team to invest in women and women affairs. Let them put structures that can accommodate the pregnant mothers and those who have received newborn babies, because there are so many civil societies or well-wishers who would want to visit them in the prison and maybe pay attention to them, check their challenges, the vaccination processes, blah, blah. So if their structure is set aside from the general prison where you are required to do all the other duties like any normal prison, I think that is being unfair to mothers. And that is why I was so passionate about talking about it.
Yeah. He has talked about is looking at how in the reforms can we get what is called non-custodial sentencing, so that then within those particular spaces you are able to serve your term, but in a way in which you can serve it from outside the prison, so that then you're able to have the 1,000 days of nurturing your child, so that your child is able to nurture it well. And then secondly, for us, we're also looking at the issue within the police reforms, is looking at the issues of the sexual harassment, the issues of sex for promotions within those particular spaces, so that women within these particular spaces are able to get promotion within their different spaces in the right measure. So it means that when you're looking at the human resource and the safety and security in the workplace, it is important for the labor rights within this particular space to be looked into. And then for me, we are also looking that there are also people in the labor force. So when we are looking at GBV, that is gender-based violence within these particular spaces, how do we engage at that particular level? But the police reforms also then looks at the citizen. That for me, when I'm engaging with the police officer, what is the image of the police officer that we have? And do the police officers also then ensure that we are able to engage holistically? And particularly from the region where we come from, every election there's fear that then there are other issues where everybody within that particular service are then targeting the community members because of what we have been profiled to be. So it is going to be important to look at how we can engage with police officers so that community members can also then re-engage and gain confidence that the police are there for service and not as a force.
The question of insecurity in relationship to the task force, areas that can be improved so that police can be effective and efficient in ensuring that citizens and their property are protected, because that is their common day. I think it is in order, it is timely, and I believe that there are a lot of areas that the task force need to look into. We have talked about areas of welfare. Yes, there is no way we can have officers that are living in makeshift. In fact, if you visit some of our station and police posts, like in Nyangeta, you will be shocked to see a kind of a house a police officer is living. If you go to Barbi, if you walk around in several others, then those are areas that we must improve for our police officers to give services that is required of them. The issue of salaries, the new recruit, when police are doing recruitment today, the basic salary, the starting salary is 18,000. If you look at that, I think that is very, very insufficient, and we are appealing to the Justice Moraga to ensure that the salaries of officers should be taken care of with his team. We are also looking at areas of medical. Most officers cannot go to some hospitals. In fact, most majority of officers who are lower rank cannot go to Aga Khan even when they have been attacked or been shot by militia or gangs. So those are areas that I think are discriminatory in nature, and those are areas that we are appealing to the task force to ensure that they are improved. We are also looking at areas where there is a lot of police officers, yet they are doing minimal instead of most officers, like in traffic, for example. We want officers, many officers that are actually seconded in traffic, to be removed so that they come and ensure and join their brother, so that we reduce these bloated roadblocks in our station, so that they come and join the rest of the country. Those are areas that we are saying that we need to improve. We also need to improve the areas of relationship between the public and the police. A lot of hostility, time and again, issues of hostility when you visit the police, and you can even see in this forum. So those are areas that we need to improve with this task force.